Hi there! Today we are in the backyard at the test kitchen where I've laid out a fabulous buffet for you, and I'm going to tell you how you can duplicate this at home. So anytime you're putting out a buffet, put your plates where people will be starting. That's all you need at that end of the table. Unless it's a sobriety test, you can have your cutlery down at that end too. But we've separated everything up so that the things you need at the beginning are at the beginning and the things you need at the end are at the end. Other buffet tips: when you're outside, you don't want to leave food outside very long, but even in a short time, bugs can settle onto a gorgeous burger like this Thai peanut glazed naan burger. So you want to cover things up. I have these little shells that you can get, these little screens at patio shops, but you can also just use some regular things like plastic wrap. Other things to keep in mind: you want to have your food so that people can get to it and reach easily. So if you put a bowl out like this mango peanut salsa, maybe set it out so that the spoon is where people can grab it and use it. Another important thing, and I didn't do it, and this is why it's important to even relearn all of these lessons, is when you're having a big crowd, to put out little signs where there's allergens. For instance, these shrimp have an amazing coconut Thai glaze on them, but it has peanut butter in it, and that might not be appropriate for all of your guests. So ideally, just put a little teeny piece of paper shaped like a tent card that says has peanut butter, so people know what they're getting to. Again, tenting over, especially things with meat, you probably can just put a damp tea towel over your salad, but when it's a meaty item that flies like and find interesting, definitely need something a little more heavy duty. You can put out your cutlery a couple of ways. I have these rolls. That's kind of nice if you're doing something a little bit fancier, but if you're doing, for instance, burgers and people might not need a full set of cutlery, I find just setting things out in little containers like these ones makes it really easy for them to grab and to keep them clean. I just bought these at a department store. They're meant for holding, I think, toothbrushes, to be honest, but they work really, really well. I like to use real cutlery because of the environment. You can use this for like 40 years, obviously, or longer, till you get tired of it. But if you are going to use disposable, try and get something like this that's biodegradable. I bought these at Pier 1, and they have them at a bunch of other stores now. I think IKEA has them too. And they're made from birch wood, and they will eventually break down. So much better than those plasticky ones. You also want to make sure you've got drinks at the end of the table, and as much as it's a great time at a barbecue to sit out in the sunshine and have a beer or a glass of wine, remember, not everybody's going to want that, and certainly people who are driving shouldn't have an alcoholic drink. So don't just put out pop. Go get something a little more interesting. These are all non-alcoholic drinks, yet no one who takes one is going to feel like they had to compromise. They're going to feel like they're having an equally stylish time, I hope, to the rest of the folks at your party. So buffet basics: plates at the beginning, napkins and cutlery at the end, and everything in between. Keep it nice and delicious and safe for all of your friends.